Metal elitism. What is that? Let's find out. Comedy Shorts Gamer, Dunbar Thickness. I think some other YouTubers to, rip off their intros. Even though it might be quite difficult to hear this because, the pouring rain, because it's England, it rains in August. Yep, so yeah, you got your summer holidays in between school years, and you got them right in the middle of the rainiest month. That's pretty sick. That is. Man's not gonna lie. So yeah, the topic of this video is going to be about elitism. Basically the little toss pieces that sit behind their computers, just chatting shit about anything and everything to do with metal, while at the same time claiming to be a metalhead. That's basically what an elitist is just somebody that claims to be a metalhead, but in actual fact they hate everything to do with metal. I mean, that definition might be slightly off. I mean, one of my mates sort of put it as elitism basically being like a fanboyism, where you hate everything that's not the thing you're a fanboy of. And to be fair, that's actually very true. Like, for example, you've got the thrash metal elitists, where anything that's not thrash, they instantly hate. And half the time, the stuff they claim to be is not thrash, more often than not, is thrash. They're just too close-minded to really see it. Or maybe it is thrash, but it's got elements of other things that they don't like. So I mean, yeah. First question is obviously, well, an elitist is made by having somebody grow up and having their parents tell them that they're the best thing to happen to the world, and as a result they grow up with insanely bloated egos and they think their music taste is above everybody else's. Or conversely, or is that the word? Inversely? I don't know. I don't even know what English is anymore. But yeah, inversely, there's the elitists are either they're brought up, they're instead of hugged as a kid, they're punched, which means they're so brutal and their tastes are so brutal because they got punched as a kid. Therefore, they're really like metal, and because of this, because they didn't get any attention growing up, they think that boasting about their music taste online is going to get them attention. Now, we've covered how an elitist is made. What's the next question you might have about elitism? Well, the second question is, now this is a difficult one because you have no idea what someone's doing behind the screen. Yes, they operate behind their screens. You've never seen the elitists in real life. I mean, you might do at like a big metal festival where there's loads of different metalheads from all backgrounds. But yeah, they mainly sit behind their screens. They're either on the Metal Archives. In fact, they live on the Metal Archives. Basically, that's what they do. And so they're also on the Facebook groups for metal. Like, I don't want to name any of them. Actually, I will. Metalheads Forever, Focus on Metalhead. Proud to be Metalhead. All these groups. I can't really name them all off the top of my head because I follow a lot of them, but there's a lot of elitism going on there. And where else are they? Oh yes, in the YouTube comments. So yeah, I'm basically taking this face to face with the elitists. It's quite scary. But yeah, they're on those pages, and they're literally like, whenever a new band comes on the scene, let's say for example like Death Haven or Ghostbath or something. I mean, I don't like I'll be honest here, I don't like Death Haven's music at all. It's got nothing to do with it's not black metal autistic screeching. It's got nothing to do with that. I just don't like it. Just doesn't stick to me. It's just not something that I'll gravitate to. If I want atmospheric shoegazy DSBM, I'd go to Ghostbath instantly. But yeah, Death Haven, when they first burst on the scene, all the black metal elitists, they all saw this as like a big opportunity to show off how cult they are, and that's what they did. They went on all their pages all saying, Death Haven sucks, and they still do to this day. And I mean, to be honest, you can't really blame them, because just to me their music just isn't, it's just nothing special to me. So obviously I kind of think that the elitists the Death Haven elitists have a point, because their music isn't really that special to me, but to some it is, and so you've got to obviously respect that. Yeah, same with Dimmu Borgir, because they've got clean production. They obviously got a lot of shit from the black metal elitists. Bearing in mind, like Dimmu Borgir's music, it literally it would shock most entry level metal fans. In fact, it would. And yeah, and even so, just because a band's clean production doesn't mean it's suddenly going to make the genre into a massive mainstream success. I mean, look at Metallica. They're the 7th biggest band in the world of all genres of all time. Yet a band like Violator or like, let me just think, or Gamma Bomb isn't in the top 10. Just because Metallica are big doesn't mean thrash is a mainstream thing. So I mean, if you're an elitist who's worried about black metal becoming mainstream, shut up. Just shut up, honestly. Yeah. What other things could you may want to know about an elitist? Is an elitist open for debate? Short answer is no. If you say to like a death fan that's an elitist, you say to them, oh, I loved the first 3 Death albums. They're really good, really thrashy. They've got really good riffs in them. But Sound of Perseverance I thought was too technical and too jazzy, and there's not enough metal. The elitist they'll just scream at the keyboard at you. They'll just they'll call you a faggot. They'll say you're insulting Chuck when you aren't, because you just said you liked his other music. Oh shit, there's a lot of lightning going on actually. Thunder as well. That's pretty brutal. I'll stop now. Anyway, yeah, that should cover quite a few grounds about metal elitism. Again, I don't really know that much about them, because they tend to, like, elitists, they tend to be they stay quite anonymous, because they're absolute pussies who wouldn't show their face online, so you don't really know much about them. But yeah, those are kind of just my general thoughts on elitism. And even though, like, to be fair, every single metal fan has got some elitist tendencies in them. Like, for example, whenever someone mentions Black Veil Brides, I'm all over it with all of my like, what's the word? I wouldn't say hatred, because they're not actually that bad, but I just don't like, literally, like, Black Veil Brides, for me, they're everything that like a hard rock or a metal band shouldn't be. So that's why I don't really like them. So, if someone mentions Black Veil Brides, I will obviously go on a massive elitist rant, and so would most metal fans about certain things, because everyone has like a few bands that they just wouldn't listen to, or bands that they don't like for obvious reasons. So everyone's an elitist deep down. I'm just targeting the ones that have a go at you for liking Slipknot, even though you listen to like a shit ton of underground shit and all the extreme stuff. Anyway, this has been my thoughts on metal elitism, and particularly online elitism, because that's where it thrives. Anyway, that was it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.